What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico, and welcome back to another Pokemon BDSP team breakdown. This team is featuring Pokemon that I didn't really think I'd be trying to rotate into any spreads or any teams that I'd be using, but I gave the ability to my friends to give me Pokemon that they wanted me to use, and we got Dusknoir. Now, I have a whole video on why Dusknoir is a threat, so we're doing the team that based that video, that inspired me to make that video, because this Pokemon actually turned out to be incredibly good competitively, and I want to talk about the team that I use it on because it is a ton of fun. So, if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed for more videos like this in the future. Let's get into it. So, first up on the list is our Dusknoir. This Pokemon is just kind of really good, secretly very good. It reminds me a lot of Glaceon because of its stat spread. It's got very low HP, but it has very powerful attack stats and defensive stats. So you just max out that HP, give it some extra attack, and you're going to give it the adamant nature, and you're going to do some really significant damage with this Pokemon, which makes it super fun. Now, I like the expert belt on it because another thing with this Pokemon is its move pool is deep. It's so deep. You have so many options. So I like Shadow Sneak, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Fire Punch because that gives you a lot of coverage. First off, you're going to be able to handle things like Gengar, simply because of the fact that you have Shadow Sneak, Alakazam as well. Big things are Earthquake, because there's so many Pokemon in the format that are going to take big hits from Earthquake. Having access to that is huge. Then you have Ice Punch for all of your Dragon types, your Gliscors, things of that nature. You can knock out with Ice Punch and then Shadow Sneak if you don't OHKO. Fire Punch, same deal with like Scizor and other Grass type Pokemon or Ice type Pokemon in the format. You're going to be able to do so much work with this Pokemon. And the biggest thing is just hit him with whatever super effective, Shadow Sneak to finish him off the next turn. It's just a great Pokemon. Now, I like running this with Infernape. This is an Infernape that I used previously in teams, as well as have a breakdown on as another Pokemon that I like using so frequently. Choice Scarf, Iron Fist, Flare Blitz Close Combat, Mach Punch, and U-Turn with 4 HP, 252 attack, and 252 speed with an adamant nature. Next up is Weavile, and this is the first time I've used Weavile on a team, but it's such a fun Pokemon to use because it's so freaking fast. It is so stupid fast, and I love it for that reason. So, we're rocking 252. You can throw your 4 wherever. HP, defense, special defense, doesn't really matter. Jolly is going to be the nature that you use because look at that speed stat. Just look how fast that Pokemon is. It's nuts. Expert Belt is what I like running on it. Now, in terms of its ability, you can go Pickpocket if you don't want to run the item or whatever. I just go for Pressure because I don't really care to steal any items or whatever it may be. Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Throat Chop, and Brick Break are what I rock on this. So I have some coverage options with the Brick Break, big damage with Icicle Crash and Ice Shard, all that fun stuff, because there are so many Pokemon in the format that are weak to your Ice type attacks. So very fun. Now, I thought to myself, I'm running Dusknoir. What Pokemon can I rotate into this team to handle, if I get into a sticky situation with like a Gengar or something? And the answer that came to me was Porygon-Z. Because I can just rotate this in, not take the hit from a Shadow Ball, whatever it may be. And this Pokemon does damage. It does so much freaking damage. So, what I'm running on it is Choice Scarf with adaptability. Now, you can do Download. Download works just as well. I would probably go with Download because this Pokemon is Scarfed. Tri-Attack, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. Looking at the moves, well, the EV spread, excuse me. 4 in defense, 252 in special attack, and 252 in speed with a timid nature. You are Scarfed, so you can just easily rotate that over to a modest nature. But it's not a super high speed stat to begin with, so I kind of like having that extra speed to give me that little bit of edge in terms of outspeeding stuff. So that is what I like on Porygon-Z, and it's proved very, very nice in this particular team. Now, the next Pokemon is something that I kind of just found and threw into the team, and it worked out super, super well. And that's Sceptile, because I didn't really have an answer for water-type Pokemon in this particular team. And Sceptile proved to be so good, so unbelievably good, just because of the sheer amount of speed and damage that this Pokemon can do. The ability I have is Overgrow. I can't really find a good way to use Unburden, so if you know a good way to use Unburden, let me know in the comments below. In terms of the singles format, it's kind of weird using Unburden, but Dragon Pulse, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, Giga Drain gives you a ton of different coverage options. You're going to be outspeeding pretty much freaking everything because its speed stat is stupid high. then you're rocking with so much special attack, and the choice specs are just going to make you a insane threat. You're going to do so much damage. Now, it's got a pretty good move pool, so you can rotate Giga Drain with something else if that is the route you want to go. Maybe run a different item so that way you can use Giga Drain and Energy Ball and rotate so you get the health back, whatever it may be. There are some viable options in that regard in terms of using a different item, but I just really like the choice specs. Final Pokemon is Rotom-Wash. Now, I like a bit more defensive Rotom, so I like the Citrus Berry on there instead of like a Life Orb or something like that. Some people like Leftovers. Leftovers works just as effectively. This is just what I like. Modest Nature, 252 health, 252 special attack, and 4 speed. You can just rotate that into a separate defensive category. Do whatever you want. Levitate, super nice, especially with things like Infernape and Weavile being weak to Earthquake. Being able to rotate Rotom in and avoid any of that damage is super nice. Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, and Thunderbolt. Freaking phenomenal Pokemon. Love this Pokemon. Super, super good in so many different teams. So very fun. But I'm going to show you guys this team in action, show you how it works, and then we will go from there. Alrighty, what do we want to lead with here? They do have a team that's pretty decent into Dusknoir, so I have to be kind of cautious about that. Dusknoir handles a good chunk of their team, but there are some things that can potentially be dangerous. So I feel pretty comfortable leading Infernape. They got Gliscor here. They're probably going to go for an Earthquake, I'd imagine. We just U-turn out and bring Rotom in. I'm not surprised I did, like, no damage. They do get Swords Dance up. Let's see if they actually want to stay in. We'll just go for Hydro Pump. I'm not really worried about anything that they... Like, I can take a hit from Gliscor here. They don't really have anything that's going to do a ton to Rotom, and I'm already levitating, so they're not going to be able to handle me in that regard. They're really thinking about this one. Oh, I forgot to say GLHF. There's the switch in. That's what we're looking for. Can we get a big... Ooh, nice. Very big damage there. What does Weavile do here? What are the odds does Weavile get Freeze Dry? That's the only thing I can imagine. We'll just Volt Switch. I'm not really worried about Weavile doing anything here. They miss Icicle Crash. We might even knock it out. Yep. Perfect. What do we want in terms of rotation here? Let's look at their team. I kind of like Porygon and just about everything they could throw out. They don't really have an answer for Porygon, which is kind of great. Let's see. Gliscor comes back out. Don't know why, because we're just going to Ice Beam it. Bye, Gliscor. See ya. Yeah, I'm not too sure about why they brought Gliscor back out. Hoping they bring out Latios, because I am locked into Ice Beam now. Crawdaunt comes out. What do we do? Honestly, we just rotate back into Rotom, I feel. I feel that's pretty safe. Rotom comes into play. Crabhammer. Big damage. But we got our Citrus Berry, so that's nice right there. We just go for a Volt Switch here. Because there's a rotation. Perfect. And we'll bring in Infernape. And we'll U-turn right away because we're faster than everything. Because they're either going to switch or they're going to try and hit me with Psychic. Pop, big damage there. They're likely going for Psychic, so I want to bring in Weavile. Surf, interesting. We do outspeed, so we need to think about what we want to do here. I'm almost thinking they're going to bring in Heatran. Crawdaunt comes back, that's fine. Brick Break does big damage. And we go for an Ice Shard here, and we knock out Crawdaunt just like that. Weavile's so great just because of the speed. It's so nuts how fast that Pokemon is. What do I want to do? I don't really need Weavile. I'm kind of okay just sacking it at this point. We'll go for Throat Chop. Ooh, Volt Switch. Did they bring... No shot they bring Latios back in, right? Yeah, Heatran comes in. We outspeed this, so we just Brick Break. They gotta rotate. That did way more damage than I thought it would. That Throat Chop did a lot. We just Brick Break, we knock Heatran out, no problem. We are burnt. That sucks. But we still outspeed, so we go for Throat Chop. This Pokemon's nuts. We didn't even have to bring Dusknoir out. Whole point of the video, didn't even have to see him. Full Throat Chop. We're going to lose Weavile, but I don't care. Wow. Is that Scarfed? That has to be Scarfed, right? There's no way it's not. We just Energy Ball. It's Scarfed. It's Scarfed all day. Yeah. Scarfed? Rotom, huh? Weird. Yeah, this team's nuts. This team's super strong. I can't recommend using it enough. It's so good. But that is all there is to it, guys. This Dusknoir team is nuts. You didn't even get to see Dusknoir in action because the rest of this team is just so good. And the team we went up against really was strong against this Pokemon, so I had to be careful. But this team's so fun, so good to use. There will be a Pokepaste in the comments, well, in the description below, not the comments. There's a Pokepaste in the description for you guys to check out if you want to try the team for yourself. But that is going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But if you found the video entertaining and helpful, leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more Pokemon content like this in the future. And hope to see you all in the next video.